welcome to the channel, Mac Doctor Build. I start by saying I thanks and appreciate every single one of you have subscribed, like, and comment. I thank you for your support. Alright, I welcome y'all to the channel. For those that are y'all new, I go by Mac Doctor. Some of y'all know me as Doc. Let's get it. Alright, boys, it's getting chilly. Been putting the work all around the channel, spending the right energy and doing the right things at the right time. Alright, we got the EK Civic out here. Not much I could do with the Civic at the moment. The car is running perfectly good, though it needs a driver front axle. So until I could order a few weeks from now, we pretty much don't have much to do on the Civic EK. So moving along. Alright, that leaves me with two cars in the channel that I'm working with lately out of three that I have left to work on. And one of them is the RX-7, the GSL XC. At the moment, I got them to stop due to weather and parts. Though I got most of the parts on the car, it's not the time, and I want to get a little deeper in the future with the build and a lot cleaner with it. So that's so much we have for the RX-7. Moving along, next we got the Wolverine EG hatch out here, the track build, the old motor. This is second car that we'll be working on for the next couple days and weeks. Whether it's minor things, I'm trying to get the cars ready. At some point I have to get the cars out of this location, put them someplace else. So I'm getting ready. And of course, we're working on the CRX, the 91 SI. Last video you guys seen we're working on the floor. So today I'm showing you off camera work that I did, big different improvement, and what we're doing today. All right, so wanted to show you the pan, how it looks. I removed the paint, all the gunk, all the rust, and the back of the pan, pause, and then the front. I just went and got ahead and primed this off camera so it'd be dry for when I start working on this. But I took all the patina, all the rust that it had on the top. You guys remember, cleaned it up real well, just like I did here. I just applied primer in there because we're not working in this area. I wanted to clean it up like I said, so I cleaned it up very well with this. I cleaned it very well with this section. So this one is ready to get well done today. Spot weld it, grind it down, and apply some body filler. Let it dry in another episode. Sand it down, primer, and this whole floor top is done. But so far so good. You can't even tell that I actually installed that there. You know, grind it down to the burnt metal. So I'll show you guys how we did this. It's a big difference when it comes with grinder. You got your cutting disc. This is what cuts your metal, obviously. And sometimes you could clean the metal in some surfaces. Right? So this kind of job that I was doing here with the grinder, going like this and like that, is very dangerous doing that. This grinder could shatter if you don't got the correct safety and gear. Could hit you in the face, all over your body. The sparks they create is crazy. And just because you're scared of getting cut, and you could lose a finger using this, so let me clarify that. Do not use this to clean that. You know, that's why we can use this cutting this on that type of work. Now we got a cleaning this. Use this, get them at your local Harbor Freight as well. This one you could literally grind down next to anything, and the sparks is gonna be lesser, less chances of getting cut. You're gonna get to most of the premises, and it's gonna remove it to the burnt metal. So it's the difference when you cleaning rust in spots like that. You wanna use a cleaning disc, right? You don't wanna use a cutting disc. This is cutting for cutting metal, screws, all that nature. They will cut a finger if you don't know how to use a grinder. So warning, learn how to use your tools. If you want to get down and dirty and get to the burr metal straight up in premises that you can get in curbs and stuff like that, I suggest you guys get a cleaning disc for all purpose, and that's what I use on that. I was able to remove the rust. You guys seeing it all over the part. The new one, the OP that we worked on, I know that when I put it, some people were like, man, you didn't even clean it. I said I was gonna get to clean it, and we did. Everything takes time and patience. Off camera doing all this today, 2.5 hours. That's 2.5 hours that spared you guys from watching me grinding down and doing stuff that y'all was not gonna sit down and watch. So same difference, same result. I got my patch ready. I'm ready. Gotta get my have to get my welder so we can start welding and go to town today. But you guys see the difference. Go back to the previous video and you guys see the rods that was in here. We clean it. Now that's looking like that side. That's a little dusty from me working here, which eventually I have to vacuum just like I did over here. But we got it to the grind down to the burnt metal and got rid of all that patina rust that was in it. Now we got a clean canvas ready to spot weld, grind down the spots and body fill all around. And from there we pretty much get money today. So with that being said, let's get it. Alright boys, this is what's left of the donor CRX floor. It was very important for me to cut that piece because I need it. Like I said, when it comes time for me to get the cars out of here and get another location, I'm not carrying this. So I needed a part that I needed for the CRS because the whole floor of the CRS will restore it. That was like the little piece that I found last minute thing, and thank God I saved it so that we could do that. And I'm showing you guys there was no need in cutting the whole floor like I did on that side that we needed to. We simply saved the floor and we kept it OEM at an OEM look and OEM finish. So things is looking good. This floor eventually I may just cut this piece and keep it for myself in case I gotta do a work in a Civic or something. I have something similarity wise as far as floor looks for any car that I repair. So I might just cut this little section and keep that for myself because to be honest I don't need this and it's literally trash. We already got what we needed. We're looking good. All right boys, I trying to put these videos out there so you know y'all get motivated, self-motivate and keep motivated. These are things that y'all could do at home. I'm literally saving y'all thousands of dollars by showing you these videos. Like just the way I did this today, I could have welded, put the fiberglass, not show it and show at a final stage. But how is that gonna teach some of you guys that are new on the channel and are willing to learn this kind of work at home? So these are things and measurements that you gotta go to, and sometimes we gotta go to the stand to do different things to get to this stage that's looking this good. We could save any car, any Honda, just because it's a CRX video. It doesn't necessarily mean it only applies for CRX. Same for the rocker panels that we did the work. It doesn't necessarily mean this for only CRX. Just use it as motivation and do it whether it's an EG, on an EK, whether it's a Honda Accord wagon, a CB7, a FK, any car that you guys have that you need to put in the work and you want to save from going to a body shop and from somebody ripping you off, and you want to have the self gratification of doing it yourself. No better feeling than doing yourself. In 7 years that I had the channel, I taught myself many things. I had showed how to do body work, and I taught myself how to weld, how to do engine swaps, to the point now that I do very much all my mechanics by myself. I build a track car, something that I hope it could do close to 10s, low 11s. I'm trying to get like in the 1150 in the class at least. So, you know, if I'm able to build this car, you know, serious build, do this kind of Flintstone job and be confident that we have a brand new floor, to the point that when the owner take this car to H Day and show, people are like, man, that's brand new, that's stock, how you got it, man? And the value of the car is gonna go up, of course, it's already up. So it's things like this that I show ya to keep it transparent that we could all do and to motivate ya, not just for myself. I feel like we are a family, and family we stick together. So as much as I could put in out as many gems, I'm gonna put them out. So I'm gonna let that dry for a little bit, maybe about another 5 to 10 minutes. Get my welder situated, hook up the ground, and simply we're gonna go down and start welding. I'm ready and I want to knock it out. Getting chilly, so with that being said, let's get to it. All right, these videos are literally out there free of charge. It doesn't cost you guys anything. I'm not getting anything of it. I'm just trying to pay it forward and teach what I can, and trying to teach as many people as possible. Just like I say that it doesn't cost to watch videos, it doesn't cost anything for you guys that smash that like, hit that subscribe button, give a follow. As simply as maybe if I could just get a subscribe, maybe a follow, yeah, support, maybe a share, help the channel grow a little bit. I'm trying to reach the 1,000 mark. Right now we are 787 strong. So the more that I grow, the better the channel grows, and the more things we could do in the future. Let's carry on. All right, boys, that's already welded. Spot tag it as much as I need it all around. I done took my spots like all around. I didn't kept it consistent, like I kept jumping all over the place, so the metal doesn't warp out. But that's the strongest it's gonna get. That's one piece finally. Gonna let it cool off and we'll come back. All right, boys, it's getting dark on me, but floor is welded and grinded down. So for this episode being this dark, I'm gonna vacuum it real quick, apply some primer so it doesn't rust overnight a little bit or anything. Tomorrow I will carry on. We seam seal it with fiberglass, we'll sand it, and it'll be finished. But for this episode I have to cut it short here, rather than just wait till tomorrow and make it longer. You guys think we put in the work. I'd rather do it step by steps so that we could all learn. But everything is welded, grinded down, nice in place. Again, I'm gonna proceed to prime it real quick so it's nice and sealed. In another episode, we'll seam seal it with fiberglass all around and do the little body work. With that being said, let's get it. All right, boys, got dark on me, but still moving. Before I show you the final results, I'm gonna show you two products that my boy, the owner of the car, find for us. Not just for me, for us. Something I've been using for him and ever since he's got it, and I recommend it. Number one is the weld-through primer. With this, you could prime any surface and you don't have to grind down to burn metal. If it is burn metal already exposed, you could prime over this, and when you do your weld tags on top of the primer, you don't have to grind it down no longer like we used to back in the days, that you have to clean the whole area in order to make contact. This would weld, no problem. Special primer for that. And we got undercoating from the same company, PR15, to protect some areas, make it stronger and long lasting. Why not stay within the same brand, PR15, which it's got better chemicals and materials to protect than a regular undercoating can will that you usually find on a local Walmart. Right, so I'm gonna show you what we're looking like. I done prime some areas, and I done prime on the coating in some areas. I show you how. Right, so everything is prime. Everything that was like probably rusted in the past that I primed today, I went over it, even though it's prime and clean, so the undercoated protects it all around. That was like the edges that normally would get rust out. The part that we grind down, I didn't even do the body work yet, and you can't even barely see it. You could get away with just leave it like that undercoated if you want to do it this way, and nobody will ever tell. But I'm going to the string off once they dry. The next day I'm gonna primer gray again, and then I'm gonna do the little body filler that I have in the sections where you will see a little bit, you know, just minor little body work. But overall, you guys be my judge. Everything is covered up, welded, sanded, grind it down, and fill. We got a new floorpan replaced, nice and clean. The way to go, boys. Again, I let it dry overnight. Then after, I go with primer, great primer, and coat all that black, and we good as money. For the next episode, we'll do that, and we'll do a little body work over here with just a little icing on fiberglass, and this is finished. But we already did the floor installation and repair. How we do it, boys? Takes time. You do it correct, lasts a long time. Looking OEM. Hey, boys, I'm gonna wrap things here short. Night is falling on me. Miss the old garage days when I had light, a little warmer. I got a runny nose. I wanna get sick, so we're gonna make this short over here. All right, boys. I'm gonna thanks and appreciate every single one of you that have subscribed, like, and comment. I thank y'all all for your support. Stay tuned. Every single one of you that have subscribed that are new, I see ya. Thank ya. I salute ya. Until the next time. Peace.